Have you ever faced a chaotic situation at work and wished that you could go through the noise to find a clear solution? As a leader, being able to think strategically and make good decisions isn't just important for solving problems, it's about how you stand out and grow in your career. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a simple but powerful approach called framework thinking. And it helps you organize your thoughts, to simplify complex ideas, and to make better decisions faster. And leaders like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs have all used this type of thinking to achieve incredible success. So by the end of this video, not only are you going to understand framework thinking, but also how to use it in your own role as a leader. So to start, what is framework thinking? Framework thinking is all about organizing information into an easy to understand structure. And this is all so that you can see and understand ideas quickly. So think of it like a tree. The trunk and the branches are a strong structure that holds everything together. Framework thinking is the structure that holds your thoughts and ideas together so that you can quickly organize them and explain them. This is so important for leaders because leaders need to handle chaotic situations. And when things are all over the place, they need to be able to guide their teams effectively to solutions. And when you use framework thinking, you're able to think clearly and solve these problems faster. When used well, this is going to set you apart as a leader who can simplify complexity and drive results, which are all qualities that strengthen your executive presence and your career growth. The true power of framework thinking comes when you combine it with mental models. Tools that are designed to tackle specific problems. So if your organized thoughts are like the trunk and the main branches of a tree, and the mental models are the leaves that add detail and help you solve specific challenges. So for example, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway credits much of his success to what he calls lattice work, over 80 mental models. You might already be familiar with some of these, such as the SWOT analysis, where you identify strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats, or maybe even the Eisenhower Matrix, where you categorize and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. Or you might even be familiar with second order thinking, where you anticipate the ripple effects of decisions, or even just simply thinking about the opportunity cost of a decision. When you use tools like this, you get new insights and new perspectives that make solving problems easier. And before we go over how to apply framework thinking in our lives, I've got something to help you take your next step. If you're wondering what type of job fits you best, check out the link in the description for my free 2-minute quiz to find out. Now, let's actually talk about how to use framework thinking in your daily life. Let's use the Eisenhower Matrix as an example. This mental model helps improve decision-making by categorizing tasks into 4 groups based on urgency and importance. First, important and urgent tasks. So these are your top priorities and tasks with deadlines or immediate consequences. You should focus on completing these right away. An example would be that if you need to finalize a client proposal that's due tomorrow morning. Second, important but not urgent. These are tasks that align with your long-term goals but don't require immediate action. So schedule the time to work on them. This could be something like researching new technology that could improve your team's workflow. Third, urgent but not important. These require quick attention but don't need your specific skills or input. You could delegate these tasks to free up your time. These are tasks like ordering office supplies or ordering furniture, coordinating catering for an event. And fourth, neither urgent nor important. These are distractions that don't add value, and you should be eliminating them to stay productive. So for example, attending unnecessary meetings that could have been an email. By using this thinking model, you actually increase your productivity because you get a clear focus on what truly matters. Another example is with second order thinking. This is where you map out the ripple effects of a decision. So let's say that you're deciding on whether or not to hire a new team member. On the surface, the decision might seem straightforward. If you need help, hire someone. But when you consider second order thinking, you see the real results of your decision. The immediate impact is that the new hire helps finish tasks faster, but it can increase payroll costs or temporarily slow down productivity. Then the ripple effects are that the business can take on more projects, leading to making more money. If the new hire doesn't mesh well with the team, it could hurt your entire team, destroy productivity. And if you want to go even another step further, you can think about the long-term impact. If the new hire strengthens the team and the performance improves, this sets the business up for sustainable growth. But if the ripple effects are negative, key team members, they might leave, and that could create bigger problems down the road. By mapping out these layers of consequences, second order thinking forces you to evaluate not just the immediate benefits or the downsides, but also the long-term impact of your decision. This broader perspective helps you make more informed and strategic choices. Now, these mental models are important for an executive's success. But the true value of framework thinking happens when you share it with others. So for example, if you're in a meeting, you can introduce second order thinking to help the group come towards the best decision. You don't even need to explain that it's a framework. You can just explain that it's a helpful way to think through the task or come up with a solution. You can just present it as a smart way to approach a task or to find a solution. And by documenting this process and by sharing it with your team, this makes everyone else see you as an exceptional leader. So, to get the most benefits out of framework thinking, start building your mental model toolbox. So think of it like the tree analogy. Set up a simple, organized way to learn and keep track of your mental models. What's worked best for me is documenting meetings using these frameworks, and it makes it super easy to share my ideas with the team. And honestly, it's a nice bonus when your coworkers or your boss notice how easily you can come up with smart decisions. Even just using a few mental models can make a huge difference in the quality of your decisions and help you stand out as a better leader. If you found framework thinking useful, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.